So the first step I always take before I even install my bundles is co-washing them. I'm just showing you what shampoo and conditioner I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Suave Moroccan Infusion. I just love this shampoo conditioner. It gives your hair such a shine and it smells so good. So here, I'm just showing you guys that I wet the hair. I do this because this is how you check to see if it's actual virgin hair. And if something brown runs out of it or black, you can tell that it's processed. So here from me wetting, you guys can see that wave pattern I was talking about. And I'm just going to continue just washing every bundle with the Suave Moroccan Infusion. Here's where I'm going to start my conditioning. And I'm just going to condition it one time and then run it over it and towel dry it. So I squeeze the hair out like that just so I can get all the suds from the conditioner out and to make sure I'm not pulling no extra hair out that's not already shedding. So what I'm just doing here, I wrap the hair up in the towel and then I basically do the same thing that I was doing while it was in the water, but in the towel to squeeze the excess water out. And here I'll just be doing the same thing for the next 3 bundles. So the next thing you want to do is go in the closet and grab you some pants hangers because that's the best way to dry your bundles, by hanging them on a hanger. First I like to brush mine out and then hang them on the pants hanger and let them air dry overnight. So I just fold the hair over and hang it up on the hanger because that way it all gets dry instead of trying to use 2 separate hangers to hang it up. So after you get done hanging and brushing it out, this is what it should look like. I just hung mine from longest to shortest so I could remember what lengths was what. Showing you guys the basics. You need 2 bleach, you need BW2 bleach, 45 developer, gloves, a mixing bowl, and a So here I'm just mixing up the mixture. I'm putting in about 3 scoops of the BW2 and then maybe like a couple drops of the 40 volume developer so I can get a creamy consistency, which will be best to use with this kind of bleach. You want to be careful mixing this stuff because it's really messy. It gets all over the place, and like you can do a spill like I just did. This is how your bleach should look after you mix it up. It should just be creamy. It shouldn't be no powder left. It should be completely mixed with the liquid. I just began bleaching the hair. I put gloves on first to protect my hands from the chemicals in it, because if you don't protect your hands from the bleach, you can get white residue and it'll make you itch. And I'm just starting from the bottom and bleaching it all the way down to the ends. You can't really see me bleaching their hair because of the angle that the camera is in, but I'll show you after it's all bleached. As I finish up bleaching the front side, you guys can see me flipping it over to the back side. That's because just because you bleach one side does not mean that the other side is bleached. So that way you have to flip it over and bleach that back side as well. Now, as you guys see, I'm flipping the inside of the wefts where I folded them to bleach there as well, because bleach doesn't always get in there as well. So you also want to make sure you get the inside too. I start combing through the hair while the bleach is on there, because also you never know, like the inside, as I said before, does not get bleached completely, so you want to comb through every strand of it and then put bleach on top of it again, so you can make sure you get those inside pieces. So here I'm just placing foil on top, because if you place foil on top, it makes the bleach process faster. And I just do this for all 4 of my bundles, and I don't show you guys how to do all 4 because for the simple fact I do the same thing for every single one. So make sure that you check up on your hair as you let it sit for those 30 to 40 minutes, and make sure your hair is actually turning blonde, and make sure the bleach is working. So here's what the hair should look like after sitting for 30 to 40 minutes of being bleached. So now you know you have to wash that harmful stuff out. So I'm going to wet it first and let all the bleach come out. Then I'm going to shampoo and deep condition. So as you guys can see, the hair did start shedding after I bleached it, which I kind of find as normal, because if this is virgin hair and it's coming off of somebody's head, you can't expect it not to shed. It's from somebody's head. Your hair would shed too if you put bleach on it. So now you guys see me reaching for the silicone mix, and oh my god, this stuff is hair crack. Y'all remember in Beauty Shop when they kept saying that Gina had the hair crack conditioner? This is the hair crack conditioner, okay? It applies to your natural hair, to your extension, and it brings your hair back to life. So now I'm just applying it to the hair, and I'm going to put it in a plastic bag so it can deep condition it for 30 minutes while I bleach my other bundle. Of course, we're just washing that out after those 30 minutes are over. Just towel drying the hair to prepare it to get air dry and being hung on the hanger. So this is what the hair should look like after the first bleaching. I am going to bleach it again to a lighter blonde. I only bleach it twice. I don't overdo it because you know bleach is very harmful to virgin hair. bleach it the second time, it should be a yellowish or platinum blonde color, depending on what bleach you use. It's totally optional if you want to do it another time or a fourth time. I just only lighten my hair twice because the bleach is very damaging. Like I said, this hair did start shedding a lot while I was dyeing it. So here I'm just showing you guys what dyes I'm using, and then I've broken them off into groups by the bundles basically. I only use burgundy on the top 2 bundles, and I use the purple more so on the bottom. Now I'm just showing you guys which dyes I'm using. I'm using dark, lovely, and vivacious red, the textures and tones in blazing burgundy, and adore and violet gem. So this is what typically comes in your dye box. You get the cream developer, you get instructions with gloves, a conditioner, and the color. And I'm just showing you each thing, and this is for my new beginners who are just starting to dye hair. So now I'm just starting out with the dark and lovely. The thing about some of the red dyes, they kind of are purple based, so they turn purple, so it's kind of scary because you get scared and you think that your hair is not going to turn the color on the box, but it actually does. So I'm just showing you guys what I do for that color, and I basically do the same thing for everyone, so I don't show you how I dye every single piece, you know. Just showing you guys, I basically do the same thing that I do while bleaching. I flip it over and I do the other side. Even though there's a lot of color on the other side, you still want to make sure you cover it too and make sure that it's completely saturated in the color. And I also open it up like I do when I do the bleaching to make sure that there's color on the inside of the wefts as well. Just see me mixing up the dye. I put the cream in and then I put the color in and then I mix it with the mixing brush. They come with these little bottles and stuff usually, so you could do it that way, but I like to do it with the mixing brush because I like to see what the color turns in the mixing bowl. I just find that interesting. And this is just what that orange turns out to be. It's like a fiery orangish reddish. And I'm just showing you that the ends and everything are still blonde. Some people typically get scared because they think that the color is going to run into the blonde, but it necessarily doesn't. Now we're going to move on to the burgundy. Like I said, I only put the burgundy on the top 2 bundles because I wanted to put more purple on the last 2. Now, as you guys can see, as I'm putting the dye on, I'm blending it up because the more you blend it up makes it uneven, because you don't want your ombre to look like it's perfect. You want it to look like it's natural, so that helps. I'm just getting ready to wash the color out. I do the same thing that I do when I bleach it, except for I don't wash and condition it. I just condition it with whatever comes in the dye box I used. And then I think it's better to use the silicone mix, though I tried to experiment with that when I did the ends. So use the silicone mix. So the color is going to run into the blonde, but don't be scared. If you're using hot water, it's instantly going to wash out. So here I'm just pouring the Adore into the mixing bowl. Usually dyeing hair takes me about 2 weeks to do. I had to rush to do it because my appointment is on Tuesday. So I had to leave my bundles wet in order to apply the Adore. Now I've applied the Adore without it being wet before, and it lasted pretty long, but I just wanted to try the wet method and see what it does. So I'm just applying that. I have my bundles folded over like 4 times because I'm only doing the tips, so it's no need for me to have them all full out because it's going to get enough color that way. So here I'm basically showing you guys what the purple looked like since you couldn't get a good view from the side. I loved how it turned out after I washed it out. It was so pretty. So on the back of the Adore bottle, it tells you to leave the dye on for about 30 minutes. I always leave it on for 4 hours just so I can get enough pigmentation. The most important part of this whole process is that you make sure you seal your wefts. Without sealing your wefts, you'll have shedding forever. And this is just an up-close view of how wonderful the colors turned out. Oh my god, I'm like so in love. The violet gem didn't turn magenta, but it turned this beautiful purple color, and oh my god, I never had purple ombre before, so I'm super excited. So my first reaction to this hair being installed, I do love it, but the only problem I have with this hair is that it is shedding massively. when I first got it, before I bleached it and everything, it was fine. So I'm guessing maybe through the bleaching process and the dyeing process that affected it in some way. So it's reaching. I triple sealed my wefts and it's still like shedding. So I don't know. I only have my 30-inch by 26-inch, pieces of my 24 and pieces of my 26. I was going to get a triple part sewing, but I did not realize how damaged my leave out was, as well as the size of my hair. So I'll probably just be wearing this as a middle part and then switching it from time to time to a side part. I can do a ponytail, which is a good thing because I get tired of wearing my hair. So I can do a ponytail like this. I do have hair in the back left out, but I don't think I'm going to be wearing it like that because my hair is so damaged on the side. I'm not able to put it up in a ponytail and stuff like I wanted to, which is not my hairdresser's fault. So that is that, and it was supposed to be a triple part sewing, but like I said, it wasn't her fault. I did use the same dye as I used to dye my extensions, but my hair, it looks different under some light. Sometimes it looks completely orange like this, and under this light for some reason it looks a little blonde. In some spots my hair didn't fully dye correctly. It stayed dark at some parts in the roots, like right here, but like as you guys can see, when I bring my head down, it kind of fades into that. It looks, the color is so good. But yeah, I plan to wear this hair for about 3 months, so you guys will actually get to see how I really feel about it. I don't know, maybe Filipino hair is not good for dyeing and stuff, but besides the bleaching problem and dyeing problem, this hair is super soft, and it feels so pretty to run my fingers through. As you guys see, I'm not getting any tangling, but like I am a little sad that it's shedding the way it's shedding. So I'll let you guys know how I feel. I'll come back with a review in 2 weeks. I'm not gonna keep this hair straight very long because I actually hate straight hair. I only like to wear my hair curly. The hair is very true to length, even though a lot of it shedded and fell out. So that's all, you guys. I hope you guys love this tutorial. This is my first one. Constructive criticism below. Let me know what you guys maybe didn't like about it. Nothing too insulting, please. So as always, comment, rate, and subscribe.